My name is Joe Vika and I am broadcasting from Joe Vika TV. Today, I want to submit my apology to Ndigbo. When I talk about Ndigbo, I mean those who felt disappointed with my action, comment, statement against the so-called people that say they are fighting for Biafra, because I know they are not fighting for Biafra based on indices I'm going to be mentioning in this video. Yes, so my apology is definitely going to go to Ndigbo and not Nde Biafra. I've discovered that so many people think that Biafra is synonymous with Igbo. That is not the truth. And I know that many of you know how this word Biafra came all about, but you decided to follow it because based on the way you were brainwashed, the way you want to believe it. Some people say because of those that lost their life. I want to ask, for instance, that your father was pursuing a particular piece of land and they acquired him in that land. Do you think, God bless you, bro. Thank you for joining on YouTube. My guy. I hope you're not a praise singer. So your father came up and was going after a particular land. Let me just use that as an example. And they acquired him in that land. When he acquired him, do you think it is advisable you, the son, to still go start fighting the land, even when you are not even mature enough like your father? Cherekwa na Ndigbo toro ilu si, onye chụwa ihe gburu nna ya, ihe gburu nna ya egbuo ya. Onye chụwa ihe gburu nna ya na-eru eru, ihe gburu nna ya egbuo ya. So when because of people started pushing for Biafra and they lost their life, go and give the question, ihe gburu ndị nna ya gburu ihe ji gbuo ha, gị chụwakwa the same thing, chọkwa ịnwụ n'ime ya, and people are now nwụkwa n'ime ya, people are keep dying. They want us to still maintain because of them to die. We must get it by fire, by force, when we are not mature enough to have it. Now, I said that the so-called people who say they are fighting for Biafra. Let me tell you the reason why I use the word the so-called. If you think that this particular set of Biafra agitators are fighting for Biafra, you know, when you are looking for Odara, you go to under the Odara tree to go and look for Odara. If you're looking for Casey, can you hear me very well? I'm using a device to can you hear me very well? Those on YouTube, Facebook, can you hear me? Please give me feedback. TikTok, I believe you guys are hearing me. But I don't know why my TikTok is locked up, that you cannot comment until I don't know what to do. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Those on YouTube and Facebook, give me feedback. So I don't believe because people fought for something and they fight in there because of the foreign hero, then we will also, all of us will go and fight there. That is stupidity. Because let me tell you why I say that this crop of leaders and followers are not fighting for any Biafra. Based on these reasons, I'm going to tell you. Number one, if Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra, or Simon Ekpa, or Wazirike, how many reports, how many submissions, how many petitions have they submitted to United Nations? How many protests have they gone to submit to United Nations, where somehow they will compare Nigeria, say, please, we have received enough report. What you guys are doing to this group of people, what is happening? Can we hear you people? Or can you declare referendum? Even though it's not there, compare them to do that. How many? Nobody that is watching me can present any single picture, any petition that was petition to United Nations to compare Nigeria to look into that matter. I didn't see anyone. It was only once I heard that Nnamdi Kanu went. and took picture in the front of the building, United Nations building. And that was all. Okay, if you say you're fighting for Biafra, you only want to fight the Biafra, only one way channel. We have 4-way. A nation can succeed. But in your own case, it's only one-way traffic by war. To the extent, Nnamdi said, if I cannot get any Biafra that I didn't fight for, that he doesn't need it. And you guys take that word, but maybe that no. That even if you give him Biafra, people did not buy, he will not take it. I don't get it. Now, in other words, he has only chosen the only way to get Biafra is by fighting. Now, let me tell you, if you really want to fight and get the Biafra, let me tell you, what happened before? Were you able to correct what made us to lose the first war before? Did he correct it? Why did we lose the first war? Let's tell ourselves the gospel truth. We lost that war. They just declared no victory and they fight many of us. Why did we lose that war? Number one, they tortured us by lack of food. They dealt with us because of lack of food. We suffered malnutrition. We suffered hunger. That was when the lizard is a big meat to eat. People were eating centipede. Rat, if you see rat here, na miracle meat. Because they locked all the land where people can bring food for us. I remember those days, the Portuguese, who happened to have that name, Biafra, and from that they coined it to Biafra. They are the people who were coming from the river Nile to bring food for us. They were the people that were coming to bring food for us. But because of the Nigerian government, they now stopped them from entering to their waterways. And we were suffering. And we were suffering. So, what food bank have we been able to put in place so that even if that war lasts for 30, 40 years, we can have enough food to eat? None. Till tomorrow, we still have food, bring food from the north. Till tomorrow, the northerners are supplying us some of the commodities. That is not something that they will threaten to shut down their truck not to come. We cannot produce most of the thing we buy from the north. You find out in terms of food, we are not ready for the war. That's one. Number two, why I say if you want to fight war, that you are not ready. If you want to fight war, how many countries have you formed in an alliance with? And remember, no country will sell any ammunition for you except you are recognized as a sovereign country. That was during the war. Ojukwu said, I watched that video recently. Ojukwu said, you guys are telling us there's not going to be war, but you, Britain, you still send ammunition to Lagos. Your flight will come down to Lagos with ammunition for them. You told us that let there be no war, but you still sell arms to Lagos. The Britain were supplying arms to the Nigerian government through Lagos. They closed down all our all the places that airline can drop. They blocked it, but airline was dropping in Lagos, supplying war. When they say they have never recognized Biafra. It was only two countries, France and which other country that recognized Biafra partially. They cannot completely offer them that full ammunition. So if you want to fight war, which country are you going to buy ammunition from? Thank you for the likes. So you find out that we are going to suffer. That was why when there was nothing, that man started manufacturing. That what's his name again? Felix, somebody. He went into manufacturing Ogbunigwe. So they started doing it. But to manufacture Ogbunigwe, we take you weeks, months. Before you finish the manufacturing, we have lost so many people. That was because of the people that we are losing. Ojukwu said something is that he regret by fighting the war, because he never liked how people were losing their life. So now, which country will give you ammunition? We sell ammunition to you if you want to fight. I mentioned the 3 or 4 5 reasons why we tell you that by war we can never get the Biafra. Number one, you don't have food bank that can sustain the war. Number two, you have never been recognized by global world as a sovereign state. They cannot do treaty with you to send ammunition to you. Because one of the things they do, they will sell to you so that after the war, you will give them back through your oil or natural gas, natural thing that God has given to you. But if you are not a nation, you cannot decide that particular oil because it is not in your area. It still belongs to the mother country, which is Nigeria. So they will be very difficult for them to say, we'll come and take ammunition. They will not. So you find that we are not ready in terms of getting ammunition. Number three, why we are not ready. The war is being fought in our own land. You don't bring war to your own people. Rather, you should take the war to the enemy. So I won't actually learn. They will still come. I will get lose. Bomb in our own land. Bomb we destroy that our crop. So any war you're fighting in your own territory, you are 50% losing that war already. So since that war cannot be taken to Nigerian territory, we cannot going to win that war. If you like, believe. If you don't like, this is the number three why we cannot win that war to get Biafra. Number four, why they're not going to get Biafra. That number four one escaped me, but I've mentioned 3 points. So, okay, number four, we are not united. Ndigbo are highly divided. Now, the Biafra you're talking about, are we talking about autopilot? Are we talking about Wazirike Mosop? Are we talking about IPOBians? Which of the Biafra? Are you talking about the one that Emeka started that was hijacked? Which one are we talking about? Because there is another Biafra Emeka barrister is talking about. So we are divided in our different ideology and opinion. And most of these groups are armed. If you want to fight war, the IPOB will not like to hear that it is a autopilot that is fighting for us. They will fight autopilot. Autopilot will not like that it is IPOB that is bringing the thing. They will fight them. And another Mossab will like the IPOB, the one who take glory. They brought to us. So we are highly divided. Because of that division, we will fight ourselves. The enemy will take over everything. So you find that based on these 4 major reasons, there are other things too. I'm forgetting the name. If I remember, I will say them. We can never win the Biafra by war. And look at, you say that we need ammunition to protect ourselves. Instead of buying our enemy, the so-called enemy, in quote, Fulani, we are buying ourselves already. And there's no war yet. Oh. When people say that you buy yourself, say it is Hope Uzodinma. Okay, Hope Uzodinma is buying us. I agree. What have you done to stop him from buying us? Since you came to set us free, to take us to the land of freedom. What have you done? Instead, the government are using some of you to fight their fellow opponent. The government is using some of you to fight their opponent. Now, let me tell you, before I give my apology, let me tell you why I got angry. If there's insecurity, I will blame it on the ESN. ESN that was established. When you give somebody, there are 3 things that is done. A man, when he gets to a man, that man can never remain the same. His life, in fact, if you give this man, any man, these 3 things, and the man still maintain his loyalty, that man is exceptional. It's a different human being altogether. Number 1, money. Whenever money enters any man, he will change automatically. He's no longer be the same man you used to know. So if money enters your hand, when I mean real money, and you still be humble, still answer your real name, still go the way you want to go, nobody even know. But there you know be human being, no. Something else you are. Number 2, whenever you enter people, number 2 is what? Power. Make somebody the president, the leader of a very group of people. Make him the leader. If he doesn't brag, if he doesn't get intoxicated by power, know that the person is exceptional. That is one of the problems of Nnamdi Unaga like Enoya, but that is the truth. That's one of the problems. He saw himself a leader of a 2,000 group. That was why he said something. As the leader of IPOB, I'm a very powerful man. I decide who dies, I decide who lives. I can decide to play God if I want to. He said it. No device for him. I would have played it for you if you don't want to hear. So, because of he became a leader of a very high, great people, And there was money too. The way he talked to anybody changes. He can insult any elder. He can insult anybody. Now, another thing when you give a man is gun. G-U-N. Give it to M-A-N. You take G-U-N and give to M-A-N. If that man remains like the humble the way it is, you are joking. It is because of G-U-N. You see some young boy will be fighting, talking to their Ezo Obodo, a king of Obodo. One of them will be now. I tell the man in here. Now the kind of son I talk about. I talk about Obodo. Can Kupukishi 170 years, 20 years now. Naya because of getting OGGUN. That is the secret. OGGUN. So many people now, how in this three things, power, GUN and MONEY. If these things can enter any man's hand, he will change. So the ESL we are giving GUN. In the name, let them protect the territory of Ndigbo against Fulani invasion. Fine and good, but the Fulani were not always coming. And there is every power that comes that way you are holding that GUN. Number two, you are not giving these people enough money that to take care of themselves. Many of them left abroad where they are. As we heard the story, many of them leave some African countries where they are serving and came home to come and join the ESN. When they came, their family members were still thinking they're still in that country. So for them to be supplying money, either the way they're supplying or to tell the people they're still meeting up, they have to make money from the bush and send to the family, and so that the family will continue to think. I know of a case, like why I'm just going to say this. We think they're still in abroad. Somebody you gave, just like that, what is happening at Udogachi's, all this operation, Udogachi and Agune Chamber, or whatever their name. Those guys, no matter what, they are still civilians. Now, the government, I'm going to be addressing the governor in one of my videos. They have given them gun. They should be, because I saw a video where they are saying that they should be taken care of. So if those people are complaining of taking care of, the danger that insecurity will increase will come. Because these guys are civilians, no matter what. They have the gun. And you're not paying a good salary. Salary is not coming late. That little one you're paying is coming late. That is why some of them will go and start mounting roadblock to collect money from the motorist, which they are not supposed to do. They have to feed. And because of you, seeing them holding that gun, you have to give them something. That is stealing. So the government, if the government doesn't want insecurity to continue, they should take care of those people they employ to fight insecurity. They should be able to take care of them very well. So if the government is able not to remember, result of they want to fight their opponent in the election. That was why they bought ammunition and gave to the boys. And after settling the boy, they will win election, they will not remember their own. Some of them would lose that election. When they lose, they don't have the power to recover the ground from those guys. They will use it to be causing insecurity in the society. Those who won election will not settle them. And they will not return the ground to you. Insecurity will be going high. So the same way that this ESN we are armed, many of them are not taken care of. If not for I'm using all my device, I would have played you a voice note of some of them who left that particular instance. Now I had no 2 good years, no salary. Ọ sị lele mmadụ ji anọ n'ime ọhịa na anyị were ihe niile nyere ya, a gwara na Biafra na-abịa, anyị were ihe niile ere ma ihe m niile wee were ha nye ha, oge nyere ha ewere dụrụ n'ọbịa nga wee kwụrụ n'odu na-ahụdịrị ọmụ ihe na ahụ ụmụ m aja aja eri nri ewere ndụgide ụbọchị m pụtaziri wee chọọ mmadụ nata ya 10,000 asị na m na-ezo ori na meme ya asị weta m ka egbuo. I fell for that young boy. That for 2 years, they told them that Biafra is coming next year. They should all join the Biafra army. That they're going to become the army of the Biafra that will come. And they sold their things. Some sold their things and contributed. Some sell and posted. Simon. They sold their things. Say they are volunteers. They joined the thing. They are there for 1, 2, 3 years, 2 years. So also when they came again, go to somebody. Able to adopt the guy because only when he come. So how can you give them God that they're not being well fed? What do you expect? The society will suffer it. So that's why here men like this, we will first of all join her because her hand agwarani, they able to help ka the Fulani na ha bezi ana achusi obula ahuru. Ekwe on ebo na agbananti, but that is the truth, bro. Igbo mmadụ abase ha anya. This is what I saw. I've lost a relation. I've lost friends, colleagues. In the name came implement sit at home. So I can't see all these things. When I say better to work on. Oga work. Me oga bro me haro. But now I want to render my apology. I've been able to tell you that why I'm saying that these people are not fighting for any Biafra. No petition has been submitted to any United Nations. All the na protest. We're lucky with a picture got submit here in the United Nations. Then you report international court and the United Nations. How many of them give me nothing? How about Nigeria hala free? I give them the Biafra. It doesn't work that way. Now, my apology now is to those people who called me, because there are many people who called me, say, Father, Reverend, Daddy, please, leave Nnamdi Kanu alone for us. Even though what you are saying is the truth, but leave him alone. Because I love you too, the way I love that guy. I tell him that I am on a mission. There are souls that are crying from somewhere that I need to speak for them. There are souls that are going to the grave. We need to speak for them. And I've been able to do that from May, April, May till now. That was why today, Okigwe, Ako people are going back to their land. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accuse me or not, I shouted and shouted. I kept on talking. By the grace of God, Ako are going back to their community. Ositokwa is already started going back before I started. It was at the arrest of Simon that brought Ositokwa to start coming back home. So, those of you who called me, say, please stop. I said, no, allow me. I want to apologize to you for disobeying you because of your love you have for me. But I wasn't lying against anybody. The indices are there. That's the one that who wrote in my Facebook channel said, sir, that apart from rational outburst of Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crimes. I said, no, he did. He gave order to get 2,000 head for him. As a leader, he should apologize to that. Had he will come and say, I'm sorry. I said it. I'm sorry. I will be the one to fight for him. He said he want to use 2,000 head to bury Ikon. So Ikon, that 2,000 head is not 2,000 head of Fulani. And people stupidly started obeying. And when they start buying people, so he should take the responsibility. Somebody say, if he said it, who if why would they go and start doing it? Are they mumu? No. A coach takes the glory or responsibility for the failure of every team. When they win too, he takes the glory. So as a leader, as a father, as a whatever, he should also take the glory, the responsibility of the failure of the group he initiated. He gave them gun. If they use it for another thing, he should be blamed. Another thing, you guys keep talking about Simon, but is autopilot. Thank God I saw a letter he wrote to Simon. I'm going to be making video on that. I saw the letter he gave to the lawyer. Wrote to Simon with a handwritten. Asking Simon, please stop. Simon ignored him, that he's on custody. He cannot listen to him. They wrote him severally. Now, they say, why not blame Simon? Leave Simon. Why I'm going to blame him? Because Simon used his already made men that made from Nnamdi Kanu, used money to buy them over and started scamming, doing his own scam. So somebody gave that particular foundation by initiating an armed group that is illegal. Whether you believe it or not, it is illegal armed group. Now some people will talk, what for Ameteku? Ameteku now, number one, they have the uniform. Can you tell me the uniform of the ESN? Apart from maybe putting red cap, some are black and black, some are different things. They can wear anything. Ameteku, they are all on uniform, all of them. That's one. Number two, the whole governors contribute, jointly approve that it will hold. Even when the federal government was against it, they said no, it must hold. They all jointly say we need it. Number three, They have their data in the database. When they're giving you a gun, each of the gun has a number. Here in America, there was a time one young man went and used the gun and buy somebody. He went to the shop and shot sporadic, and people lost their life. So when they were cross-checking, they now check the number of the gun and discover who bought that gun was the father of that boy, that 15 years or 16 years, 17 years old boy thereabout. They said, look at the person who bought it in 19 time, because the gun has a number. Now, those guns they gave to this guy, look at Gentle. He will have about 2-3 guns. He has a pistol. He has the other one, different type. What is the number of that gun? If they use it to do anything, who knows the number? Nobody. So the ESN are not well organized. They are not recorded somewhere, and most of them are criminals that came and you gave them gun. You don't expect them to live a normal life. No money, and they have gun. That is one of the insecurity. The government, you guys say that causes insecurity. Yes, the government is among the cause of insecurity. They are using some of them still, because they need money to take care of the family. They have the gun. Government will come to them, please come and join me. We need social person to go down. We need to go to. They will pay them 2 million naira, 300 million. They will pay and 200 very big amount of money. They will go and work for them because they have the gun. Their leader is somewhere kept under custody. So if we want to blame, we blame the leader who started it. So those people who called me to stop, I didn't stop. I want to apologize to you. Sorry. I apologize. Those of you who have been telling me don't stop this particular thing, you are delivering a lot of people. You are helping to do it. I also want to apologize to you. I'm going to stop. God called me as a priest to deliver people from their problem. At the same time, to support Ali Igbo. That's why I started organization I call Igbo Ruler. So I'm going back to my normal or Igbo Ruler and to my ministry. But that does not make any, if there are some activities of any group of people that is against Ndigbo, I will post it. I will talk about it. Maybe I will not mention anybody. But as a Igumara, a former Koronejia. But you guys know the people that will cause it. So how is it I can do for you? I may not mention the name of any group of people, any individual, but I will be posting anything that we don't like. We fight against it. Let it stop. But trying coming here to call people names, like the one I'm calling now, the kind of someone, IPOB, ESN. No, I'm going to stop it. So those of you who say, no, don't stop. You have to continue. I want to apologize to you ahead of time. I want to stop it. That's the decision I took. That's my apology. So I'm apologizing to Ndigbo, not to Biafra, because Biafra bago some people issue on about Biafra is his religion. Getting God a shrine in the cosmological Ndigbo, but the access to Biafra. It's not there anywhere. Biafra started. Biafra has to end. And it ended during 1970 as the war ended. If you want to start it again, follow the due process. Don't be violent. Don't let us lose our life. Some people also ask me, if you remove this ESN now, if you disband them, what about when the Fulani will come? And I will ask them, has Fulani finished in the Akwa Ibom? Has Fulani finished across the river? Has Fulani finished the river state, Edo, Delta? Those places we don't have ESN. Has Fulani finished them? Why is it that this only Ndigbo can be finished? I know that they have plan. I know that I don't take away the Islamic agenda. I know. But I'm working the truth. These people are afraid of Ndigbo. They fear Ndigbo very, very well. They can't just come anywhere anyhow. How can you tell me now? Oh my goodness. So as long as I told you that the ESN is an illegal organization, you can't use illegality to fight illegality. The Fulanis are coming illegally. You don't use illegal to fight illegal. We have vigilantes. Let those people come out and join the vigilante. Groom them. But these people, when they see the vigilante, they will buy them. Vigilante will see them and buy them. The ESN were our brother. Vigilante our brother. Buying each other. How does it work? How does it work? So the vigilante, I saw one vigilante that arrested one Fulani guy like that. And if you arrest them, stop showing them on video. If you ask me, I'm not here to tell you things. Or everything they make and get here. And what they should with them down must you show them a video? Yes, sir. Why all those nonsense? Give me a video. And give me a say, we are trying to go right now. This is the forest of Nkano. We are trying to remove the Fulani. Yes, sir. We move. Now, by that announcement, tomorrow they will go to that community, get clear those people. If you think literally five Fulani, do it coded. But only like we got video. They may expose that community to danger. Or we should grow above that rubbish. So to fight this the enemy, let us use our men of security. Let us work with them, support them, put CCTV camera in the community. We can use them to protect the land. So let's talk about this thing. If you buy the year, hey, when they this because God use your ear. Every community should start their own vigilante. Register with government so that they will not see you as illegal. So that you can confidently carry the gun along the road. But ESN cannot carry, they just keep hiding, they're living in the bush. It doesn't work. How long will they live in the bush? Human beings are not meant to live in the bush. All bushmeat, they live in a bush. All bushmeat, they live in a bush. So in conclusion of my video, I've spent 32 minutes already. So if you are among those who say, please, man of God, don't stop. Please, sir, you are talking the truth. I want to apologize to you. I will stop in full measure. But I will always be mentioning whenever there is anything that is not good in the Ndigbo. I can come and mention them, talk about them, but I'm not going to call them for anybody. You guys know me. I don't fear anybody. God, the word of God told me something. Say, fear only him who can take life and put that life in, destroy the spirit. And that is God Almighty. That's the only person I fear. I don't told you, frankly speaking. More especially when I know I'm speaking the truth. Give anybody at home today now. It will not stop me from mentioning anybody that thing. Because whether I'm mentioning, you know, the man. So boom, no hala. But I'm stopping it because of I know my reason. Because number one, I want to make my ministry glossom. I have only a few years to stay in this life. I'm coming up back to my ministry. You guys saw the video I posted. God have disgraced Matthias. That is my ministry. I use God. They use him to deliver people with a problem. Now on car for then you're a poison. So let me go to my ministry. Why am you queer? Somebody can say you can still be talking this in, saying this truth, and still be doing it. Yes, but there are people who God has assigned, but they love this Ndigbo so much. They love Biafra so much. So me talking against the person they love, they will make them not to come to me. You have seen how that is bringing hindrance to the gospel I preach. That is my reason. I repeat. Why I want to stop talking about this, people calling anybody name in terms of insecurity in Ndigbo. Even if I'm sure at them, I will not call their name. Reason, so many people that God have assigned that they will get that deliverance through me. They will hear the word of God through me. So many of them love Biafra, love Ndigbo and their cohorts. So if I keep talking and mention their name, that will deter them not to approach me for their deliverance, and God has given to me to give to them. And I cannot handle that gift personally. Anything that God gives to you must be given to the owner so that you can live a long life. If I keep those gifts within me, I'm not using them for the people that God gave me to, I will suffer it. So for them to come, let me remove whatever that would make them not to approach me. Let me remove it by the side. Let them come and receive the grace of God upon my life. So this is why I can't be talking against it and I'll still be maintaining my ministry. So if you are those who told me, no, carry two of them along, you are doing a good job, I want to apologize to you. Big way. So these are the people my apologies go to. But that I call that Ndigbo will Biafra, and I have no apology in that. Because the amalgamation, amalgamation, the Eastern Protectorate, Northern Protectorate, and Western region. East, West, Northern region. That was the group. They didn't say we emerged Biafra. No. Some people say there was a map of Biafra. Yes. The only map that was enacted or written down by the Portuguese to identify the area they were coming for their exploration. In fact, the Cameroon is part of that old Biafra. Then, even though there was that map with that name, the Igbos were not answering that name. Nobody was answering it as a name of a group of people until 1967. And then they represent war. So if you don't want to buy, don't mention that name. If you mention it, the war is coming to you, one way or the other. So wonderful people, this is my apology. So I want to apologize. Anyway, I think that, or in the midst of talking about this, I overshoot my band. I express so much. My apology. Forgive me. Even though the IPOB, I cannot apologize to them because they don't have forgiveness in their dictionary. So that's no need apologizing to them. They should do their worst. So I'm only apologizing to those who say continue, Pico. I'm sorry, I will not continue. And those who say stop, and I will still continue, I'm sorry, forgive me. These are the group of Ndigbo. I want to say sorry. But this issue of Biafra, who that want to come to swallow Ndigbo, I got to Biafra Namma. I got to Biafra Namma. Ejile Biafra Bushishan na Naya. Eji Biafra de Bumuneti tomorrow. Imana Pipton today. Onye chori form criminal gang. If form that criminal gang, I join with the Gigwa Biafra. It's in my Facebook page here. In case you're not Zangige. 3 boys, no more Yanaga Ariana, and with a game name, I can branching Kai, can name here, your mama. I say, yes, guy, we can go to Biafra. The more I king again on camp, king with Biafra. Biafra, I got United Nation. Or you should give Bundiro, you get a Bendibo in Abuja. Give them a label, they build camp. Or they put Mao. So, because Ibroni. Oh, Tregi, they don't come down, Maju. I'm sorry. I'm coming down now. Give Rodibo, give a big fire on. We are doing well. You are doing well. Don't stop this thing. In 2026, no, I will not continue. So this is the people I'm giving my apology to. Thank you guys for listening to me. If you want to join me on TikTok, I want to join me on Facebook for any discussion. The floor is open. You want to ask a question? The floor is open. So that is my apology. Goes to Ndigbo. They believe in Ndigbo. The Igbo started before Christ. Christ came more than 2,000 years ago. Igbo has been in existence before 2,000 years ago. Christ Ndigbo. I don't say anything that will come and take away our name. Our God-given name. I don't subscribe to that nonsense. I will Ndigbo. I will hope Biafra. Me, I'm a Igbo. Always then then we can agree in a particular name. I actually use West Jordan in the right way. In the right way. Then when we come together, the Igbos should come together and discuss, just like in the Ojukwu had discussed at that time, decide to use the name Biafra and fought war. If we want to go for another secession, let us have an agreement with a name I can use. Or I can use the same Biafra. Okay, but let it be that we all unanimously agreed, not by the people able by that name. Then number two, if we are talking about Biafra, we cannot do without the Rivera area, the Bayelsans, the those, those in the river. They are part of it. We need them. So if they are not talking about it, why must we talk about it? Can you imagine my Catholic more than the Reverend Father? Why must we be Pope more than but we be Catholic more than the Pope? This person, Franco Pigo, who gave that name, they don't use Biafra in their area. They call themselves their real name. Why must we change our God-given name? They go to change it. I don't support that, bro. And that I don't believe it doesn't make you give. ezoro ndụ m n'ime Chineke ọ dị ngwa ahụ ọbụla mmadụ kpọrọ garum ahụ. So having said this, I therefore want to draw the curtain so far. Those of you who watch me, thank you for watching. As I said, as a human being, as a man of God, if I offended you in any way too, I'm sorry. But I am not being sorry for the truth I have said about this thing. I lost a reverend, a colleague of mine, in the name of sit at home. I lost a reverend in the name of that. So you don't see him. So when I say I lost them, I lost them. I lost a military man. Relatives. Because somebody say, if you see any man in uniform, buy him. And they buy that guy. So those souls that got lost are crying for vengeance. They want us to speak out. And that is what is pushing me and motivating me. There was a pastor that was spied. What did he do? They used a sticker of Biafra, cover his signboard. The man is okay. He removed the right where they put up right up and left part of the sticker to be on the signboard. You only so that they can see the Lord choosing. That church is Lord choosing. Do you know they come and ask you, why did you remove a sticker? I say, I just removed it so that they can see the right up of the signboard. So that the essence of the signboard will not be defeated. Do you know the Hababuda man there? They shot him. Onye kọrọ m ihe na bụ onye na-ewere m iwe na m na-ekwu okwu ndị Biafra. I should stop speaking against them. But they find him. Let me accept 1 or 2, 3 persons and do the discussion. Yes, somebody have joined me. Is that Mr. Benjamin? Welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I wish you the same. Oh.
I'm maybe in December now. I celebrate now December now. I celebrate that December.
Let him by separate December. I don't understand.
Maybe na menu so because you know I preach in the mother in December meeting as a man of God.
Well,
I preach in the mother in December meeting. Now we in Bobo na Biafra in Nigeria.
Awu gu akpọrọ m okwu, ugwu ga-agwakọ n'ime ngekwu nwanne mmadụ.
Ndị mmadụ maka Biafra maka this Christmas happy here Biafra.
Awu gu ga-enye message m ga-preach. I am apologizing people and I'm speaking about it. Akwuru m na m ga-eme video. Ebe m ga-ekwu okwu ya. Oh, wait. Hear me now. No, what I'm now. See, I made a promise that I'm going to make a video, which after that I will no longer talk about the issue of Biafra again. So that's the one I'm doing. Biafra, Christmas or no Christmas, people can listen to it anywhere, and I can still preach it any day. I may preach, but now I'm stopping to talk about it. So I won't like here. You can listen to another person.
It was somebody matter very long time matter again Nesobogi. Nesogi and Anmalaki is a book, but we not to say no, divert is the apple here in Mega before. John is a here Biafra, Biafra. Before I'm a girl, I'm going to for years. I won't take a matter, I would take a matter again Nesobogi. But the people any not to say no, divert is the no say quasi against Biafra, Biafra, and can't go. I can't just not doing why I saw this. He can't get in and look at it because it was somebody that respect so much. You forget.
I am a granted you a bad way.
I'm not trying to come back and when the bigger will you more when you must take that or not. I'm not a man with the key melody, EKG, because it was somebody in respect so much, and it was somebody in a room or because I'm going to name when I hear me going to get room. At least. He will okay. What is that against? Just like all these guys in there, who can't put on and also. If somebody, as I can create that in my phone, if somebody and I'm not going to tell you to again. If somebody and create, what's in so when I may hear all what's going to be there. Over them, when I make a major of the unable link, or never consult to America. On peut say il est na kotosi il va venir américain poser against women of Biafra. Biafra attention no enwo onye gas no ihe a na-eme because case me ozi eke da gas bo dem the way be that those guys bo dem mad. Enwo e diri ha. Enwo be na the gas mad bo mad ibe Ndigbo bo Ndigbo ibe. No. Nda me ozi according to their own way. which everybody against Muhammad. Because they won't be as a man to Biafra. Man, they are when they cross. No, you can't. Yeah, was here for Muhammad. But obviously, if I was here for, I was here for the distance is it. If I was there, in Abasu, one or something like that. To be honest. So, who does come with the Kamu share the happy December? Happy December 25.
Thank you, my brother, for your. I like your approach and your submission. I like it so much. But the truth of the matter about, I regret him editing. When I'm quote, I know my reason. My brother, if we see the pen in that many fleet, then it's not the kind of as not the kind of make declaration. At least those one who could, if you see any man on uniform, yeah, but I am sorry. To say those things. I'm sorry for saying Nag made 2000 head Eli console. I'm sorry for saying Butremishi week. I'm sorry for Nag Unyola for Boya. I'm sorry. At least all the cool again home come to equal distance. That is my pen. It's a one but he said those things now. Or the ma only Bereza. You say you know put on sit at home in war and people who want to happen sit at home. Which I lost a reverend to do them. I'm a father to that guy. I'm not saying it. They are getting me. Oh yeah, you with them. But since I show him apology, and him could say, hold on now, because Chile can could say, oh, no, he doesn't do this. Labor he lead the only the good place. So I want to that's only name apology be the Tunde Nde Hurum Nanya, na make him insult, or wouldn't name insult. Simple Simjo. That I want to stop it. 2025 me Allah. That's the video I'm making. In Abia Guamuba, stop and stop. We are gonna make him stop if I don't want to stop. Oh, you got come back here, give back to share back. Go on over so we come in one negi, but he decided not to cry for it. But more, I decided to cry, and it wouldn't determine the letting get back because I come here. So see it that way. We don't cry the same way. We don't cry the same way. So go and we all mistake one negi. But more, I'm crying my own this way. And today, which I'm going to say, I want to stop it. I am video on the mayor. So I want to. Can you just hold your peace, bro? So I want to stop it, and that's why I'm making the video. So if I want to talk about this, no, you don't know if I prepare for it. Talk about December. I can't talk about any topic I didn't prepare for. Thank you.
Hello. One good morning, sir.
I want time for him. I will program already. So I went time for him. This from now, my one age mokuno, on my moku. Then I said, on your fella enough stable. I just remove him. He's a fool. Okay, thank you for. When some of you people feeling then when they want to pull off or no, it's violent. In my me him kwesi ji me me kwesi ma wo kwa na nwere mburu mana akwadrum to an extent ihe obala mmadụ chọrọ nye but I better check it God much like as happen ya I just go listen to that I say
ogajo oweliwe akema enwenye mkwu possible mbogota life gi I name discussion I think 2 months ago was mbogota life gadi ma abogota that day my first time mbogota life that day ajo mu si enwekwe ni emene de chiwe be enwe anokete Nnamdi Kanu anokete buto kai bahia senkata Nnamdi Kanu anokete sisi bo ndi mmadụ bo mega these people and the esikwa ka egwu ya ka egwu ego doro anya ịma na mgbe hope ụzọ dị mma bata n'ọchịchị ka ya this worse because hope ụzọ dị mma onye ọbụla mana hope ewe ni Imo State. Hope was fourth position before they can force there. Hope will win. Then I need katakata budo Imo State. Very distant state. Before now the guy who on your uniform up on the eagle were able to go bawa bende madogo. Mewe eto bomba on atuna aya. If you get and me go since I do go rough before now the guy where he way all those things say. And then the guy put in things okay before you go.
But he will come back and counter those things and apologize. All him could hear. Let him come out and say, I'm sorry.
Okay, now the guy will say all the sorry. So say before now the guy will that the got say I'm sorry. Ndigbo naba Ndigbo na Onitsha nke nọ na main market egbu mgbe na-azụ main market anọ m egbu ndị mmadụ ma ndị Peter Obi gbu kedu ndị a ga-asụ ụmụnne ndị a sorry.
Fine. Good, very good question. Two wrongs can answer again now. It's all a question can answer again. See, Odrayan and Ndigbo have in Nigeria. And here Jibuhana, for them not to justify because you don't talk about secession in a sovereign country. All that secession Ujuku raised Kembo. So here Jibuha because they started bringing that name Ejiloaga or Ejibuha, which I condemn it personally as only bombo. Now, even because of that, this Kebukunaga, Nibu or Umunegi. That's what you say. Oh God, sorry. Because 2,000 head for Iki also. Oh, can they know? How come Ndigbo kagagbu here? So what are here? No matter your blame provoke rugi, equally equal game make and lose your people by safe. Oh yeah, you went. So I forget about my you don't expect them in Nigeria, but I say sorry. These guys are monsters. Don't join them to do the same thing. Don't join them.
Ogajo 2006 2006 yes when na boy na main market Onitsha. Imana him ne a type position 4-5 days because of Guinea. Esim na ya bata. Ndi police stop na MCC. Esi aba wada. Ha sa chama ba. Banka nwa banka prepare time. Ha sa chama ba ma ya opte na pam. Biafra money. Being no maazi mbo just stay the thing na wallet mo. Eje me pass maga. How up the Biafra money or had him handcuff. Come duka. What a more gawa elata push put him na prison. Na say the baby about 20,000 naira. Then 2006 just now with the Biafra money. Here Jawagi here kita na here men come na gwago. Won't pay him marry. I come madi here. Abasi madogo. Just stop and search with the Biafra money. Ofun puru Biafra money with the pam. Menla village, the way that into boom na prison, na sell. He went on and here, blow tata here. Okay, me and up 20,000, 2000. Emma 2006 and up 20,000, and up press 20,000. Get a camera and when anything open a man with the Biafra money na bam. Biafra money won't pay him, just napa. Just like what I'm not getting over that, many currency over that.
I got too far. Guys dwell on here America. Have getting over that now. Now that thing is condemnable. Mana mba hiru ruler, mba release rigi, ogemesi whatever won't try you know brother they against Biafra give boy. Ogemeki whatever give no, the point they make here. Did you start killing anybody? Mba. One you brabo, or men or women, I called you a Johnny. So I guess Rundiro, name some money we buy, Yendiro name a sign. That's my point. But on your menu now, on a menu.
Yes, come here. When not the car or not, before you don't know the car, not the car on F, and what people so could see. Only Boboni be bear, only will fight Tony.
But Hindo declare on your band in that game.
Game on to Omazia, Ndamere, this Kitana. I ain't up on Mother Omazia, just most of them just Rena Baro, which any open a bony will condemn Moria. Omazia Bagalo Mana, Maniseke, Omazia Bagalo Niseke, not Bagara here. Yeah, bro, here, Kakane, and where did have that job?
Then Onya Henry should come out.
Cambia. Here, Maladi Bonibo. Bakasim Pota, and I may Bakas. Some people jaro or jopo. Naba.
Thank you.
How put on or Jobonaba. This guy see Megaya, I won't get Bezoku. This guy see Megaya get about Jobocanaro. Nobody sent them. Let God be a witness.
Okay, thank you for saying this truth now. We're going to get now. Udo Drege, thank you. Benjamin, immediately hold on. Bakasa Bela Jobo. Can you hear me the Bakasa now?
Yes, Abela, let's say Abela Kwasasha.
Thank you.
So
So they should disband the ESN then.
Nadigal never sent anybody to do a job or to do Nobana. Yes, Nadigal where they were bigger as we secure themselves, the land, and their wouldn't need more fear fight away. That's not Nimoya, but Nemezinke, Alabo, or job or Nadigal center. They are doing things by themselves. and the put him an alibo by nobody can do anything. So yeah, he book it, I need book straight tie off not party alibo and not Johnny away or go fight anybody open up with Igbo so. And they put
but so what has he done to disband these people that was a job on now? Has he done anything on that? No, but can you wait? And I wait, Biko, wait, when took the day?
My name is Nia, not
Nia, hold on, please. Let Ajum over here, GAG. Hold on, no, give one after the other. Eba HG, but on one HG, new order, see, let's go for AG settle recently. One of the video me there, now I could hear. On there, we buy Simon, ya stop all this thing on them, someone disobey ya. On another, on another, no quote, I don't know quote so many press releases. Why not but more powerful? Write a press release. They are here saying, I hereby disbound. Ogo has disbound here, but also only show where. If that thing can me, I get check so much. Because if I help there now, but don't you know Kareme, but I watch change the happen Hana Rokwala. Now get it, then but I got caught about Moto Ndigbo now Kigwe, no to them to her. You know, I know no way I did her, I know nothing but if you cannot wait, I remove you, bro. I'm not here to entertain anything. I will give you time to talk. Here my platform, please. If you can, immediately give it to me when they give you. So, you issue a warning, you issue a disbandment, dissolve her, but keeping them there, I cannot because so coach you about now you take the glory, you have to take responsibility. That's what I'm saying. But since he did not make any apology, he did not disband them, allow us to cry the way we want to cry. Thank you. Nia, go ahead.
I went to boss. And I was a case not the canon, IPOB, not Igbo as Igbo. I'm at on everybody when they were given at the thing to their family. When they were given at the thing stop all their business. When they allow, I'll give them so many words, but I want us to know this.